Hi girls and guys, it's Lady Illyria here, and this is my next video for Agents of Dust. I'm continuing This War Is Mine, and we're getting straight back into it on day 4. Savage Dragon returns with a great haul of materials. Whilst he was out though, our shelter was raided and GentlemanMaj and SashaTheBugEye have been wounded. They have stolen food and water from us. Illy is unwell and desperately needs pills. With water being stolen, we are even more desperate now to collect rainwater. GentlemanMaj and SashaTheBugEye both use bandages to help heal their wounds. We are now out of bandages and we have no pills for Illy. We decide to make a couple of lockpicks in order to help increase what we can find when we go out tonight. Hopefully the better stuff will be locked up. Savage Dragon is going to sleep during the day to recover from being out all evening. Someone knocks at our door, offering us aid. They have taken refuge nearby and have visited us to say hello and gave us some vegetables from their garden. Hopefully they're just a kind gesture and we will not have to return it in kind later on. We gratefully accept their gift. We do not have enough materials to make any big items for our shelter, so instead we decide to make a crowbar so we can get into more places and collect supplies. I check our people's diaries to see how they are feeling. SashaTheBugEye and GentlemanMaj have no new feelings at all, but Illy is very concerned about how we're going to survive if we cannot even defend our shelter, and Savage Dragon wants to know how they're going to survive with thugs on them and people that keep taking their things. We collect our rainwater and we use it to cook 2 meals. While these meals are cooking, we try to collect more rainwater. GentlemanMaj and SashaTheBugEye eat the 2 meals prepared. Unfortunately, the rainwater isn't collected in time, so Illy and Savage Dragon will not get any food today. Night 4 comes before we are ready. After being attacked the previous night, we must now ensure one of us is on guard every evening. Tonight, Savage Dragon will be on guard whilst Illy goes out to scavenge. The other 2 will sleep in their beds. We're going to head back to Old Town, taking our lockpicks and crowbars. We do not worry about peeking through the first lot of doors, as we know they should be safe after we've checked before. We use the crowbar to get into previously locked rooms, and while we're out we find components, a damaged helmet, a damaged rifle, broken weapon parts, electronic parts, bullets and a little bit of wood. There are still other rooms we cannot get into. One room needs a saw. I'm desperately wanting to know what's in there, perhaps another time. We find an unsent letter. The letter is written from Nadia. She's writing to her mother. She discussed the stress about Robert and does not think he can cope anymore. He is becoming violent and very harsh with Tatiana. Because she drank a glass of water, he went after her. She's going to try and escape the city tonight. We do not know if she made it or not, because that is where the letter ends. We head round the back of the building to see what we can find. Unfortunately, we're just shots fired at us, so we leave very quickly. We head back home, back to our shelter. It's day 5 and Illy returns with her haul. It's getting very cold. Winter is coming. The snow is already here. We get back to the shelter to find GentlemanMaj isn't well. He is in need of pills. Unfortunately, we are 1 item short of making that simple heater that we so desperately need. It's now -2 Celsius. We go to collect more rainwater, only to find out that it's frozen over. We are not sure what we're going to do now. With this issue, we're only able to cook 1 meal. Illy didn't eat anything and was out all night gathering items. She will have the only meal today. We check everyone's diaries to see what their current thoughts are. Illy thinks that getting food is a priority. We must survive. We also must get some meds. SashaTheBugEye wishes she could help her friends. They look so hungry. Savage Dragon is wondering if there are any animals left in the city. He is so hungry he could eat a rat or even a pigeon. GentlemanMaj, his fever is terrible, but he couldn't forgive himself if someone else died because he took meds that could have saved them. Illy heads to bed to recover from being out all night. SashaTheBugEye and Savage Dragon eat raw veggies and uncooked meat, but it leaves them still very hungry. Savage Dragon heads to bed. After all, he was on guard all evening. We notice that there is a lump of snow just outside our door, so we head out to see what we can do. We can collect the snow. I wonder how this will help us. Can we turn it into water to cook future meals? We find out we can melt the snow into water, but we need fuel in order to do it on the stove. Unfortunately, the day ends before we have a chance to do so. It's night 6 and SashaTheBugEye is going to remain on guard, whilst GentlemanMaj and Illy rest in their beds. Savage Dragon is going to go out. We're limited on where we can go due to the snow, so we're going to head to the quiet house. It says it has a lot of food and meds. We so desperately need these. We take a lockpick and crowbar with us just in case. Once we arrive at the house, we find there is an old couple there. The man begs us not to hurt his wife. We have no intention to harm anyone. We feel terrible looking through their belongings, and we will only take the things we desperately need. We go behind the building. After all, the items back there do not belong to anyone. We find components, normal parts and electronic parts. We then find a letter. It's written from Grandpa Bernard. I'm guessing that's the guy who lives in the house. He's written to his grandson Alan, who is now living with his auntie. He tells him that the war isn't too bad, but of course it's no fun for children. Grandma is feeling much better and will make him cookies when he's back and fix his swing. We continue looking through the house, and we are very torn on what to do. Unfortunately, we make a decision. We have to save our people, so we steal pills, bandages, food and water. We leave the house in the hope that the old couple will still survive. It's day 6 and Savage Dragon returns with his stolen goods. He is feeling terribly guilty. We were raided during the night. They stole food and fuel. We come home to find out that GentlemanMaj died. He froze to death. And Illy is barely able to move. The illness is slowly killing her. Savage Dragon talks to a depressed Sasha, trying to cheer her up. We check the diary to see how people are feeling after GentlemanMaj's death. Illy needs meds badly and is willing to steal if needed. GentlemanMaj died, freezing cold. We need our shelter to be warmer. SashaTheBugEye is feeling. Her friends are dying of disease, and she is powerless to prevent it. GentlemanMaj didn't make it through the night. The winter will kill us all. Savage Dragon doesn't want to die the same way GentlemanMaj did. We must do something to prevent it. He's also upset about the thieves. It's hard enough anyway without them stealing all our stuff. Everybody is depressed, and at the moment of giving up, a trader arrives. Thank goodness we can finally get some resources. We trade for what we need. We need components. We need a lot of them. And in order to get them, we have to trade a broken guitar, one tin of canned food, carrots and weapon parts. But due to this trade, we can finally make the much needed simple heater. It's just a shame we couldn't make it yesterday. Savage Dragon is now helping Illy. She is so depressed that she cannot get off the bed. He has given her some food to eat, and then he has a chat to try and cheer her up. Once the heater is made, we also need fuel to help run it. Thankfully we can make some due to the trade. Although due to depression, Sasha is struggling to make anything and keeps shouting, "Screw this." Also due to our trade, we are able to upgrade our simple workshop. That means we can make new items. We add fuel to our heater, we will be warmer tonight. Our workshop is upgraded, and then we realise with all the new stuff we can make, we need wood. Thankfully the trader is still here. We ask him for a lot of wood, and in order to get it, we have to give him a broken rifle, a damaged helmet, bullets and electronic parts. With all the wood we have now got, we can start building that shelter. This will help protect us from raiders and keep us warm. Unfortunately, we ran out of time to start. Hopefully we can do it tomorrow. It's night 6 and there are only 3 of us left. Tonight, SashaTheBugEye is going to be on guard, whereas Illy rests in bed. Savage Dragon is going to go out and scavenge. We're going to go to the abandoned cottage. We cannot face stealing again. Tonight we're going to look for meds. We're going to take our lockpicks with us and a crowbar. Once we're in, we use the lockpick on the cabinet and we use the crowbar to open up a locked door. What we find are books, coffee, cigarettes, herbal meds, electronic parts, wood and components. It's really not a very bad find. We're doing quite well. But that is all we have for tonight. We're going to head home. Okay, thanks very much for watching, girls and guys. I really hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, please give it a like. If you're enjoying this or anything else that the other agents are doing, please subscribe. Any feedback would be amazing. Please leave it below, and obviously check out everyone else's channels. There are descriptions below. Thanks very much. Bye.